These conversations happened on the evening of October 13, 2020, at Jane's Bar in a usually quiet town in Indiana. Everything you hear is true and plausible.
Jeez, man, I don't know what to think anymore. One day, everybody's all fired up about getting rid of that corrupt government. The next day, the government's talking about getting rid of us.
And now we're kind of in a limbo. I mean, there are people dying all over the country, and hardly anyone is even getting the virus here.
That's probably because no one's going and getting tested.
Well, not being on a main highway's finally paid off, but it's telling us that we can open one day and then close the next and then open again. I mean, that's just too confusing for us and customers.
Yeah, I know. Well, they'll leave us alone as long as we follow the rules.
And as long as we're not obvious when we violate them.
Yeah. Oh, hey, why don't we just change our name to Walmart's Bar and Grill?
And what did that Dr. Fauci say? Oh, stay home, or if you have to go out, stay 6 feet away and wear a mask.
Yeah, after he told us not to worry because he said it wasn't going to be that bad. And it's okay to travel because you can't keep the world out. But the best is when he first came out, he told us not to wear a mask. I mean, at least then he came back and said, maybe you should wear a mask.
I like your rules. If you feel sick, don't come in. And if you do come in, we're taking your temperature, no sneezing or coughing, or you will be wearing a mask. We should put that on the door.
Yeah, just as long as we don't have a crowd, we're all right. But even getting just a little business will help.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening today. All our regulars are at that community center meeting the feds called, so they're not even going to come by and order takeout.
Yeah, that makes me a little nervous. I mean, having the federal government coming to small town USA.
But they said the meeting was about lead in the water. There wasn't a virus around when they announced they were coming.
Yeah, just as long as no one brings up the virus, we'll be okay.
All right, back to paying the bills without any customers to help out.
Well, at least I could get some studying done so I could get a real job and pay off that stupid student loan.
Glad to see someone's getting a benefit today. And what's this bill for all this iced tea stuff?
What?
What is it?
I don't know. But you know what? I was just about to see if there's anything more about that meeting at the community center. If I could get this damn thing to work.
And all that yelling you just heard is from the Environmental Protection Agency meeting at the Regional Community Center that the government just this minute abruptly shut down. That was originally set up to deal with lead found in the water system, but then quickly deteriorated as attendees questioned the government's handling of the coronavirus, which has escalated all over the country amid allegations that the government didn't have enough tests or medicine to protect its citizens and closed businesses with people confined to their homes. And everyone is furious as they're leaving. Let me see if I can get one of the attendees. Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, the authorities just announced that they're shutting down the meeting because of the opposition that turned into a near riot. Could you explain what happened?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on here, man. It's a freaking government. They don't want to hear the truth. They're telling us go home, watch our TV, say they're going to take care of everything, right? Like they say about everything on this world. They never do nothing, man, because these people are full of shit and they're going to be thrown out on their asses. Now they're trying to kill us and they're not even letting us talk about it. It's screwed up, man. We're stopping this. Guys, let's get out of here. Let's go. Hey, Jane's Bar and Grill.
Thank you, sir. People are heading over to Jane's, which is said to be a few blocks away. I'll be heading over to continue the story.
Holy crap, did you hear that? Let's get ready.
All right, here we go.
Wait, this could be the crowd you were worried about.
Feast or famine.
Hey, at least it'll be an interesting conversation on Saturday for a change.
So it's not just going to be you and your veteran buddy solving the world's problems?
Well, with a little luck and some agreement, we could straighten out this country in one afternoon.
So what are the odds of me making any tips off this intellectual meeting of your friends?
I don't know about that, but if you stick around, you might learn something.
Well, you had to pay my bills.
Hey guys, I was just on the way to the VA and I heard that there was an angry mob on their way over here. I wanted to make sure I got a good seat.
Yeah, we just heard. It took you so long.
Oh, traffic.
All my years of owning this place, we've never had a mob.
Oh, don't worry about that. These people are going to be talking. I mean, the radio had people screaming about losing their rights, recalling the governors, senators, and congressmen. It was beautiful.
Why are everybody so fed up with all this crap? It's taking forever for the water problems in Flint and Newark to get fixed with safer water. And now all anybody can talk about is this coronavirus disaster. Oh, and on top of all that, there's another murder by a sick cop, which is going to be made about race, so you can forget about the lead in the water.
And all those families poisoned from that lead, in fact, it'd probably be about race too, but it's really because all those people were poor. It's just too much.
Somebody should go to jail.
That'll never happen. We just go from one disaster to another till everyone forgets who's responsible for the last one.
Yeah, and then they go and cut the Environmental Protection Agency of all places, right?
Yeah, cut folks regulating water because the water is poisoned.
Why would they do that?
To cut the size of the government without thinking some of it's there for a good reason, who knows what they were thinking. But you know what? You're right. When you said those greedy politicians should go to jail, yeah, we're talking intentionally hiding knowing the water was poisoned.
Yeah, and I bet you'll never hear about problems like that in places like Palm Springs or even West Palm Beach, right?
Because of the palms.
Oh, silly, because of the wealth. Poor people's wealth and rights don't matter as much. And pretty soon we're all going to be poor, especially now that so many people lost their jobs because the government closed all those businesses.
Yeah, and us poor folks are just trying to survive.
Yeah, in class we discussed a study that showed that poor people are becoming less relevant because rich people are living at least 10 years longer. Oh, and the gap increases every year.
And another 10 years of votes for rich folks.
Well, things have got to change. Maybe this water, virus, and senseless killing shit will wake people up.
Yeah, but we need a freaking revolution to make our country ours again. That's what we need.